I believe it's the AEW Women's
Ah,
Championship.
shit.
And now this match is very special because after this match, before this match began, we got to see a brand new AEW
Stop,
Women.
stop, 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 stop. A brand spanking
There you
new,
go.
spectacular,
There you go.
immaculate,
There you go.
creative,
There you go.
having its own identity.
There you go.
That's the key. That's the key.
Women's, what's it say on there? Women's World Wrestling Championship belt. And I think I said on my Twitter, take notes, WWE.
All elite.
That is a championship belt worthy.
Bro, we all lost that. That's instantly the first thing we saw in her.
Instantly.
When she walked through, when her music hit and she came out, I said, oh my God. Now that's a championship. It's beautiful. Finally, they got rid of that. Because the AEW Women's Championship went through that tiny micro-ass belt. And I think it was tiny initially because, remember, Riho was the first AEW Women's Champion. So maybe they needed a small championship to try to fit her better. I don't know. What the fuck? And then they upgraded the size, which people was happy about.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still kind of small.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, it's better, but this, we're good. We're good here. We're good. I could probably say I'd own this championship.
Yeah.
Like
this
would be part of the collection.
Yeah. This women's championship by far. And one thing that I want you to know is if you have not actually gone and see the full renders on Twitter or on AEW's website, go on and just zoom in because Javelin pointed this out to me yesterday. The details on this championship belt is incredible. The actual the side plates on the side, I don't know if it's confirmed or not though, but if you can see the two women on there, on one side you have Riho and Nyla, and on the other side you have I believe it's Sheeta and Britt Baker. So legacy in this belt.
Legacy,
because if you see
That's
it, and
key.
I know this
Legacy.
is backwards, but if you can see it, you can see a cross body from Riho. If you can
I
see
didn't see
it.
that. No, I didn't see that.
But that's what I mean by details in this thing. And I love one thing that I love about this is the fact that it is like you look at this and you're like, is this a men's belt or is this a women's belt? Doesn't matter. That's a
Doesn't
fucking
matter.
Doesn't
belt.
matter. I mean,
Doesn't
look at
matter.
it.
That's a fucking belt.
The thing is, look at the. Not only that, it shows you the Americas at the center. You have the Oceania
That is
to
a
the right,
fucking championship.
and to the left you have Africa and Europe, actually, which is like, damn, this
It's
is
the world.
This is a
It's the
fucking
world.
belt.
It's the world. That's what I'm saying. When you see this, that's why it's so important because when you see this belt, you don't see, oh, this is a woman's belt. Oh, this
No.
is color coded. You don't see that. No. This is a woman's title. Right? You look at this and you're like, damn, I want that belt. Hell,
Yeah.
I'm a guy and I want that belt.
Shit, I want this belt on my wall. Fuck.
You see what I'm saying? Like this is a belt that people going like, oh fuck, I need that shit in my life. And I gotta say that was a beautiful belt. However, though, even though this belt was amazing, we have a problem.
I have to say this real quick before you go.
Yep.
There's no question which division of women's wrestling lies superior anymore. WWE, you can eat shit and die with your women's division. Sorry to all the women, the hard work women that work there, but when you got a title that looks like plastic compared to this, now this is a title that you want to be fighting for. I'm just saying, but go ahead, carry on.
No, he's right. Because there's one thing that you notice is that in WWE, all their titles are color coded and they're uniformic, and I get it.
They look the same. No identity. I hate championships that don't have identity. Like that shit should be saved for like tag team type championships. Because to me, it's like, oh well, your your WWE Women's Champion, Raw and SmackDown are tag teams, right? Aren't they? It's the same fucking.
That's why they're okay with just literally switching belts on live TV, which is disgusting to me.
Yeah,
can you imagine that them just switching? That's horrible. But anyways, we're moving on from there. To me, this was one of the weakest matches on the card, though. Regardless of the championship belt, I did not like that Britt Baker won. Too many interferences. It makes Britt Baker look weak. Say what you will about Britt Baker, her being a star and stuff like that. I get it. She has a mouthpiece. I get it. But, oh, man, are we seeing the flaws on this champion? Are we seeing the literal just everything that is bad about Britt Baker is coming out?
Are you saying that? Are you possibly quite saying that like that match that she had with Thunder Rosa by her was a fluke at the time? It's just that one time fluke that she had a great match like that.
I'm not gonna say it was a fluke. I'm not gonna say it was a fluke. But what I am gonna say is, besides that match, she has not had a great match.
I agree with that.
Honestly, I have not seen much improvement at her.
And I think that's the issue. And then I'm not knocking her. I'm not saying anything like that. She works 2 jobs. Even on Twitter, she said that she woke up this morning, became champion, and she went to her second work. I got that. I understand that.
Respect.
But there's an old saying, and I respect it, and I love that for her because she's a hardworking woman. However, though, juggling your championship career and your second career, you have time for the gym, but do you have time to hone your craft in the wrestling? That's
I think this goes back to. I want to piggyback on that because when we said we say Jade Cargill is green, but like I said in the beginning from her match, she's in the ring, she's in the gym first with BD, and then the last one out. So she's constantly holding her craft, holding her skills.
She has gone on podcasts and she has gone on record to say she goes to the gym and then she's out there training at the Nightmare Factory. She goes and trains with a whole bunch of people, and she's specifically doing training with Bryan Danielson. She wants to get better. Yep. There's a champion who's putting all her devotion on champion, and I get it. Britt Baker has 2 loves, and I'm not knocking that.
Right.
But we're seeing a champion who is showing her flaws. And as a viewer, are looking at it and saying, "You're not my champion no more." The era of DMD is and we don't want it no more.
And we don't. I don't hate Britt Baker, honestly.
I don't hate her either. No problem with Britt Baker.
I want her to improve. I want her to prove, like, I can stand on my own as a champion.
Yeah.
We've seen her actually stand on her own with that match against Thunder Rosa. I don't think that match was a fluke, honestly. Personally, I don't think it was a fluke. I just want her to prove, especially at this pay-per-view Revolution, which should have been.
All right,
go ahead, Javlin.
I had to think about it. You guys are right, and I agree with you. And there's also this part of me that's like, well. We all want great champions. What makes a champion great is the fact that they can wrestle, but they don't necessarily have to be even the best wrestler in order to be the champion. We've had so many champions over the years in professional wrestling that aren't really the best wrestlers, but they have something. And this is what I always kind of go back to. Like, Britt Baker might not be the best wrestler, but she's the best talker out of all of them. That's why she's the champion.
I agree.
If she couldn't talk, get the belt off her.
That brought her to the dance. That brought her to the dance.
Right. If she wasn't the best one out of all of them, get rid of her. Get rid of her. Right? There has to be something. And I think that's what it is with Britt Baker.
And I think at the time, and once she loses that,
and once she loses that, that's it. That's it.
I'm gonna piggyback off what he said, and I'm gonna say I think at the time when the roster was so thin and they did not have the Joshi women wrestling, at the time, I can see why she was catapulted up top because she was the division, right? She was the only one with the character and the promos that were captivating, and she had it. But here is the problem: that roster now is getting depth, and you have ladies like Sheeta, you have ladies like Chris Statlander, Layla Hirsch,
Serena
Deeb going out there.
Even Mercedes Martinez.
Mercedes Martinez is in there now, and then we have people. The AEW Elevation are going in,
and possibly even new ones,
and even new
Tony Storm. If Tony Storm comes, it's a wrap.
So this is why I'm saying where that division used to be thin, it's not thin no more. So that title is going to be there's going to be a problem there because we used to be the women, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I used to look forward to the women's matches because of Sheeta. When I see Britt Baker, I'm not excited no more. That's all I got to say about that. We're moving on from there.
No, I'm with him on that one. It's just this match was probably this was not the best match of the night. I'm sorry, but Thunder Rosa carried it.
I understand why Thunder Rosa lost because they're going to have her win in her hometown in San Antonio.
Yeah,
because look, Layla Hirsch has to go up against Thunder Rosa, and the winner gets the. How the fuck does that happen? Why does Thunder Rosa get a match against Layla Hirsch? It's the bookie. They want her to win in San Antonio. So,
and I heard rumors that it might be a steel cage match.
Yeah, same. That's gonna be something.
So basically, no outside interference.
And I think Tony Khan learned that. He's probably like, okay, well, shit, the match needs something else now. Like, it can't just be a basic match between these two because clearly they can't pull off a basic match to the best degree possible. They need something. Just like, remember, their lights out match was an unofficial match. They were able to do pretty much anything they wanted to. So, you know.
Okay, so are you saying these two perform best when there's special stipulation rules or
Yes, I think so. I mean, it's kind of like a Mick Foley thing where Mick Foley one-on-one is not a great match, but Mick Foley, you put him in with different elements, phenomenal matches.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens in San Antonio. All right.